Hey, boys and girls, Melon Man here. I am down in sunny Florida having a wonderful time with my son. And I am just pulling up on a call right now with a old contact of mine, Jake Breathe. Jake is a guided meditation expert. He does sound meditation and he does breathing, very conscious breath work, and uses sound therapy to help people achieve deep states of guided meditation. Wonderful healing, energetic practice and work. I've worked with him myself personally and had guided meditation services and sessions with him, and it's fantastic. It's awesome. So I'm just catching up with him on what he's doing, what's going on, and talking to him a little bit about a goal. I want to talk to him about a goal, about a vision that I've got inside my mind. I'd love to collaborate with him on it. So I wanted to do a little bit of brainstorming with him. So I just wanted to talk about the possibility of us pulling something together in the new year, and I wanted to see where he was at with it. Jake Breathe is located in the Hamilton region, so he does personal guided meditation and small group guided meditations in the Hamilton region, Hamilton-Halton area. So he's very local. And I'm thinking about trying to pull something together for Collingwood in the first week of the new year. I think that's the time of the year when people are ready to make some changes in their life. You're thinking about what's happened the year before. You're thinking about what you want to have happen in the new year. And I think it's an important time. I love to do it at that time. I like to go up to the spa in Collingwood at that time. I like to go to the Scandinavian spa and spend a day there. I'm thinking that I would like to make this into like a 3-day trip where I head up on the Friday morning and we can do teaching and coaching on Friday night. We can head over Saturday morning early. We can spend the 4 to 6 hours at the spa to open the day, and then more coaching, teaching, guided meditation on Saturday evening collectively with Jake and I, and then on Sunday morning wrap it up with more guided coaching, meditation, teaching, and keep it healthy vegan meals for the weekend, and get people starting off 2020 on the right foot. And this is just the vision that I've got inside of my head. It's a vision that I would like to see come to reality, because I love teaching. I love helping people step forward and create change in their life. It's helpful for me, and I love to help people. It inspires me. So I'm looking to get inspired for the new year. I like to set up things in my future that are calling to my spirit, that are lifting for my spirit. And this is just an idea that's in my mind. So I want to talk to Jake about it. I am down in Florida. I am down with my son. I am having a really nice bonding family time with my son, a loving time with my son, and a loving time with myself. And all loving times start with love for the self. So I'm first and foremost loving me for some time, for a little break, instead of always giving, which is not a bad thing at all. It's a big part of me. But if I don't take time to give to me, that I can overgive of myself. And that is not loving the self, and that will not create success. And some people are big givers, and some people are big receivers. And love is giving and receiving. And each one of us has to take time out of our busy schedules, out of our busy lives, in order to love the self and love everyone else in our lives, love our entire lives. It starts with giving love and receiving love in each moment for ourselves. I think there's a big correlation between healing all things in body, mind, life, and health and vigor and wellness, with loving the self. And that's what's at the heart and the root of all illness, all pain, all problems, all issues. As above, so below. It is a universal law. Things originate within the self, first in the mind, and then the first area of manifestation in the body, and then from the body outwardly into the life. So if we've got physical pain in the body, physical health issues, if we've got physical issues with body fat, or sleep problems, or digestive problems, or whatever physical ailment we've got, anxiety, depression, loving issues, patience issues, not able to manage frustration, anger, mood, happiness, joy. At our roots, we are joy and happiness. If we get to spend the time with the self and come into the joy and happiness, we come into the health, into the joy, into the happiness. But we've got to take the time to love the self in order for that to happen. So when we're caught up in the throes of roles, careers, paying bills, being a parent, being a father, being a brother, a sister, a friend, fulfilling career obligations, a role, when we're caught up in a substance, coffee, alcohol, drugs, marijuana, it doesn't matter what it is, it's something outside of the self. And I'm not saying that you can't indulge in any of these things. All things in 3D reality are a gift and can be enjoyed and should be enjoyed. But when we're doing it every single day or multiple times a day, we're caught up in it. We're caught up in it like we are caught up in our roles, and we are not our roles. Yes, I am a father. Yes, I am a trainer and a coach. But first and foremost, I am a being, and I need to be with me, first of all, for my health to be 100. I can indulge in a cup of coffee or a food. I can indulge in that. There's nothing wrong with indulging in anything. But when I need to eat 3, 4 to 5, 6 times a day, like the typical recommendation is to eat 6 small meals a day, protein-based meals with fat and vegetables. If that's the common typical recommendation, make sure you get your vitamins and minerals. This is how I get my health. This is how I attain my health. This isn't how I attain my health. I don't attain my health from something outside of me. I step into my health, which is something inside of me. I have 100% health and vigor and love and light within me. And I can reach to it, and I can achieve it, and I can realize it. But I can't when I'm stuck in the throes of a role, or I'm stuck in the throes of a substance, or a habit, or a behavior. When I'm caught up in sex and why my wife isn't having enough sex with me, or I'm needing to go shopping in order to be happy, or I need to get a bigger house or a bigger car or something more than what I have in order to be what I'm supposed to be. My joy is outside of myself. It's not me. This is a loss of self. This is not the solution. This is not where health is found. There's more to health than this. And all things in the body and life can heal. Body fat can go away. Doesn't need to be there anymore. It's a change of thought. It's a change of understanding. It's a change of habit, behavior, and practice, right? That makes that happen. Yes, you do need to eat less food. That's called unfooding, I call it. It happens as you detoxify the body. As you detoxify your body, your needs and requirements for food, for substance, for sex, for all things will come down and get less and less and less. I am now able to function on very little or no food at all. And I can often go extended periods of time just on fluids, just on liquids, just on water, just on juices, raw juices, even pasteurized juices or teas, or if I want just soups, I can go extended periods of time this way and feel very happy and very content and very fulfilled and not starved or anything like that. And I know what the mind says. The mind says, I don't want to do that, and I can't give up that, and I can't do this, or that's no fun, or I get my happiness from my coffee, and or I'm different because of this. But listen, we are all different individuals, but really what we are is different habits and behaviors. And here he is. Yes.
Oh, brother.
Jake, breathe, brother. How are you, my man?
John, how are you, buddy?
Can you hear me, man?
Yep. Can you hear me?
Hi. Perfect, bro.
Good.
Perfect. Glad to have you on. Thanks for making the time for me today, bro.
Yeah, of course, man. Always for you.
Awesome. Thanks, man. Thanks. What's been going on with you?
Dude. Do you got 2 days?
I'm happy to share the time and understand, bro. What's been happening?
I remember the last time we talked was in your basement, I believe, right after I went through the split with my wife. And so that's been a rocky road. But, dude, doing really well now. Ice baths, nutrition, breathing, and just like been up and down. But every time I'm thinking of it like reps, bro. Like, you don't just hold the weight, you fall off and you bring it back up. And every time I'm doing that, I'm getting stronger. So
it's not about being perfect, bro.
Yeah.
It's not about being perfect. You cannot be perfect, especially when we're younger too, right? I mean, you're a young man.
Mm-hmm.
You're a young man. So in our youth, especially more so, I think we need to experience things to decide, right? Like, we're still deciding what we want. We're clarifying things. So you're going to have to go this way to find out a little bit and feel this and know that and decide, try it on for a while, right? That's normal. Definitely. I always tell people, man, that if you want to make a change, you got to set yourself up for this yin and yang. We got to set ourselves up for the duality of 3 dimensions. It's only natural. So I tell people, if you can try to get 4 days of the week where you're good,
yep,
and you give yourself 3 days where you got a little bit of wiggle room, you give yourself a little bit of breathing room, a bit of freedom, because life is not supposed to be eliminate everything and live in a box. That's not what life is.
Right.
It's not what it is either, right? Life is the freedom and opportunity to choose.
Yeah, to choose your circumstance, to choose your life, to choose your path. It's free will, right?
That's right. Life's free will, man. So you can't say, oh, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong. You can't do that, right? Each person has to come to that point when they are ready, that they don't want to engage in that anymore. That's for them when they are ready.
Yeah.
It's not something you force.
Exactly. And that was me, man. I was forcing myself to do the diets. I was forcing myself to lose the weight. And like, dude, my inner child needed those Oreos. My inner child needed that snack. But I'm getting past it, man. I'm getting
awesome, buddy. And that's great that you're honestly, openly saying that, because people need to be vulnerable and share what's going on. It's important. It's a massive part of the healing process. And we have to be comfortable with ourselves, man.
Mm-hmm.
We have to be comfortable with ourselves and embrace ourselves right where we are. Right? And what happens is, if you start cleaning yourself up and you're going like 4 or 5 days where you're trying to do the right thing, if you keep repeating that, you'll start to see that, hey, you know what? I feel better when I do this. And when I do that, I don't feel as good. So I'm going to try to do this more than that.
Exactly, man. 100%. And then for me, at least, it's rewriting my comfort zones and my relaxation. So it's like, all right, you did this. That's good. Well, now go get your cake and go watch a movie. That's like a heroin addict being like, hey, I'm clean for 30 days, 31. All right, here we go. Like, it's not how it works. And I know what you mean. You can't be perfect. So the 4-3 is a good rule, but like, I want more than that, man. I want the 6-1. I want to get this quick. You know me, John. Let's get this.
I know. And so many people come into my place and talk to me, and that's exactly what they say. Come on, man, I'm ready. No, I'm ready. But,
True.
But I'm telling you, if you think you're going to live without Oreos again for the rest of your life, like.
That's true, man. That's very true. You got to face what's real, right?
You got to face what's real. And even though for me, I'm pretty close to saying that I don't need to have that stuff, really, not very much at all. I don't need processed food really in my week anymore, Jake. Like, I can go 6, 7, 8, 10, 14 days without it now, like, and be happy and comfortable, like feeling better and best that way. And so that can happen, but I'm not going to say I'm never going to do that again. Christmas, Easter, like, I mean, the last time, Thanksgiving, I just stayed raw. I didn't really, I had some peanut butter, I had some nuts, some heavier things. I had some honey, I had some figs and dates. Yep. So I did have some heavier things for sure, but I didn't have to. And I'm not saying I won't eventually give that up, but I'm not going to commit myself to either one. You know what I mean? I'm not going to say I'm never going to do that again.
Right. Yeah. That's where you get yourself, for sure.
You're bound by your words, your thoughts and words, and what you resist persists.
Yeah.
So
Totally.
you don't want to empower it by saying you can't do it. Right? I want to make myself choose lovingly the other thing. So it's like, if I practice this and I practice that, and I give myself 4 days and I give myself 3, and I start to get upset with my 3, and I start to feel really more and more good about the 4 or 5 days, then I'm choosing it out of love and not forcing it away from me.
You have to do. You got to do. Yes.
I'm not forcing it away from me. I'm embracing what makes me feel better. But that comes from being in this and being in that, and being in this and being in that. So you can't avoid it.
True.
It's a part of it. So don't, like, if you feel inspired that I want to go 6-1, I want to go 6-1. Okay, go 6-1. But if you fail, it's okay, man. Dust yourself off, and get back on it.
Mm-hmm. Definitely, man.
Just dust yourself off and get back on it.
Yep. The quicker you get back.
Quicker and quicker and quicker.
Yes.
Quicker and quicker and quicker. You dust yourself off and get back on it. Because, you know, most of the people that come in to see me, they step in a pile of shit and they're in the shit storm for 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, a year, 5 years later. They're like, fuck, I gotta lose weight again. Now I've gained 50, 60, 70, 80 pounds.
Right.
If you gain 2, 3, 5, 7 pounds, you go, shh, I gotta change. Pretty soon you've got like a 2-pound sway. You know, pretty soon you've got like it's just a day or two sway and you're back, you know. Pretty soon it's just a meal. I ate and then I'm back.
Yeah.
You know, the sway gets smaller and smaller and smaller.
Yes, man. Yes.
It does. I promise you. If you keep attention to 4 days in the right.
Right.
And you keep coming back to that 4 days, 5 days in the right.
Mm-hmm.
If you start getting more and more comfortable with that, it will happen. It will happen.
Yeah, man. Dude, totally. I needed to shed. It's weird, like this like aspect of myself that still needed to be healed. And it's like I needed the food to help heal.
You need that comfort. It's a part of it.
Yeah. So it's like I was trying to like heal a part of me that wasn't ready to heal, and that's where the internal conflict was the whole time.
I think we have to work our way through it, and we have to eat our way through it. Now, I have to tell you something that I've really noticed, you know, being mostly raw now.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the big things that we're taught in society is that sugars are bad, right? That's one of the big nutrition no-nos. And it's one of the big stumbling blocks for blocking people from eating fruit, which is the ideal food sugar for the body.
Right.
Now, I'll tell you, you know, going extended days without food and being really, really empty and dry, and then having a meal where I take in fruits or fruit sugars or smoothies or juices, which really raise up the sugar,
mm-hmm.
right? But there is like a emotional high that comes from the high sugary foods. And that elevates the psyche and elevates the being energetic space.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that is a humongous part of even stimulating higher thought, because you're used to it. You're used to it. So, you know, people living on these protein vegetable diets, which are just low sugar diets, which is what the trend is, which is what they told. The keto diet is protein, fat, and vegetable.
Right.
Stay away from starch, stay away from bread, stay away from fruit, stay away from sugar, stay away from juice.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really a low blood sugar maintaining diet, which is to heal diabetes, so they say, but it doesn't heal diabetes. You can't heal diabetes with proteins and fats.
Okay.
They keep the blood sugar low, which is because they think diabetes is a blood sugar problem, that this is how you manage it.
Mm.
Yeah, it stops you from needing insulin, but it doesn't heal it.
Right.
No. The way to heal it is to unfood, empty the body out. The pancreas will clean and clear. It doesn't take long. 30, 60, 90 days, you can be over diabetes. You can get over any blood sugar issues. You know,
Yep.
A lot of people have the low blood sugar problem where they get hypoglycemic.
Right.
All blood sugar issues cure very quickly, 30, 60, 90 days. But you just have to be diligent and committed,
Yeah.
right? To emptiness and fruit. Fruit enters into the blood, the cells without insulin, and so it's never a sugar to be afraid of at all. But the idea of sugar, blanketing sugar as bad, I think we need it for the elevation of psyche and the elevation of energy. Fruit sugar, absolute. But if you want to relax and have that vegan meal that has potato or rice or pasta on the weekend and allow yourself to get that ease and that psychological rest, and so many things are associated with it, I think it's very important. And it's not something that we need to just go all of a sudden 1,000%, 180 degree the other way and think that that's going to cure things.
Right.
Especially when we're going through emotional turmoil, like relationship separation, huge.
Mm-hmm.
Career disarray, financial problems. I've been through bankruptcy. I understand emotional stuff with regards to self-worth and self-value and how other people in our families are responding to us, whether it's our partner or our children or something that's happened, a trauma in the life. These things, separation, divorce, a lot of self-worth stuff, like I'm not good because my relationship failed, or even saying that it's failed, it's just a bad idea. Because I've chosen to separate from my partner, that means that I'm not good.
Right.
That I'm not a good father. I wasn't a good husband. Bullshit.
Yeah, man. Total bullshit, but also the biggest voice in my head for those last.
Right. But a voice we got to work through.
Definitely.
A voice we got to work through. And it doesn't even mean that you won't get back together. I don't want to rule that out. I don't want to rule anything out.
Mm-hmm.
Either way you want to go, I'm 100% in support of either way you want to go. But either way you want to go, you are loved regardless.
Starts from within, man.
You are loved regardless.
Yes.
I am loved regardless of what's happening around me.
Mm-hmm.
I am not my bank account. I am not my money. I am not what my partner thinks of me. I'm not what my Facebook friend says about me. I'm not what my client thinks about me. I'm not what this person that didn't buy a package thinks or says, or, none of that is me.
Yeah.
I am the breath, Jake. Breathe.
And every pause between, man, and the flow and the in and the out. That's it, man. That's all it is.
I am the breath. The consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
The conscious breath. The flow.
The energy that lies within the center.
Within and around.
And around. Once you get tapped into the within, you notice that it's all around though too, right? Because there's a lot of people
as within, so without.
Exactly. There's a lot of people that aren't connected that are looking and looking and looking, and you're never going to find it until you find this.
Love the self first, and then realize that it's in and out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It goes from both poles. And the power goes to both, moves in rhythmical waves from both poles.
Mm-hmm.
So it's within and without. So love is giving and receiving. Receiving the love here now. So sometimes we're in a circumstance, a situation, and we're like, where's the love here? There's no love here. And that's because we're just not seeing it, feeling it, finding it, because it is there.
Mm-hmm. You take it a step further and you are the love there. So if there's nothing around you, you have to be that.
You are the love. Find it within you.
Mm-hmm.
Mend it within you, and it's at least there.
Exactly.
But it's always there and around you. You're just not sensing it or finding it or feeling it.
That's right, man.
You're interpreting what's going on around you as being non-loving. But it isn't non-loving. You're just interpreting it that way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because this feels like something that happened before in my life. And I think that that means that I'm not being loved. I'm being punished. I'm bad.
Definitely.
And maybe I deserve it because I haven't been a good husband.
And then that comes back around. Then you ride that chain. Oh, I'll just grab some Oreos then. And I'll like, oh.
Maybe I'll just feel better if I just eat these. At least they'll make me feel better. It's a comfort. It's an emotional thing.
Yeah, it's cool though, because that voice that comes up, what I was doing was I would eat anytime that would come up. And it's like the come up is to release, and I would eat to then bring it back down and then wonder why I feel like shit on this food. Oh, okay, beat yourself up for not eating right, then go back to that, then the emotion comes up, then eat. Like, what a vicious cycle, man. It's crazy. It's crazy what we do to ourselves.
And when you don't eat, those things come up.
Yeah, I'm on almost 48 hours into this fast, dude, and it's been like the first 24 was brutal. I didn't even leave my house yesterday, man, just like going through the ringer. And now I've like broke through the first wave at least, and I'm feeling good, man.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
You break through it.
Yeah.
But you got to sit with it.
It brings me back to plant medicine, man. You sit with that uncomfortability.
Sit with that uncomfortability.
Or an ice bath, same type of thing.
Embrace the discomfort of the ice, the cold water.
Yeah.
Embrace that cold water and say, like, there's love here too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Some of the most love's in there, man. It's
the
wild.
love is here too.
Yeah.
It's not only in the comfort.
Mm-hmm.
So can I find the love here? And then when I do, then there's nothing to be afraid of anymore. When I've put it out there and I've made myself vulnerable and I've spoken about it and I've talked about it, then what do I have to be afraid of anymore?
Mm-hmm.
When I felt that inside of me and I sat with it and I'm like, and I didn't do something to cover it up with food or drug or sex or shopping or holiday or escape.
Yep.
I just sat with it and felt it. And then I go, this is what it is. It's not anything bad. It's like I'm alone and I feel this thing inside of me, this energy. Like, identify it. What is it? You feel it? Is it in your chest? Is it in your neck? Is it in your shoulders? Is it in your back?
Mm-hmm.
Where is it? What is it?
Yes, yes. Inquire about it. Feel it.
What are you?
Oh, yes, exactly.
What do I need to know?
Yeah.
Speak to it.
Yeah.
Talk to it. Invite it up. Come up. Come up. I love you. Come up. Let me see. Let me understand. Let me have a relationship with you. It's me. I need to have a relationship with myself. I need to talk to myself. I need to take the time to be quiet and talk this out with me.
Oh, dude, you're on the gold, man. That's it. That's it. It's all we need. It's easy. It's so easy.
Be quiet, be still, be empty, heal your body and life, bro. It can happen.
Yep. Oh, dude, the power, man. My palms are sweaty listening to you talk, homie.
Buddy, you know what? I love to do this for myself. I love to do this for and with other people. I think there's times of the life cycle that these things are important.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's healing that has to happen after trauma.
Definitely.
I think that there are key times during the year when we really should try to pull vision and clarity together.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that the first week of the year, the beginning of the year, is in a very important, crucial time. I think the beginning of every single day is a very crucial time too. But if you're not ready to commit to every single day yet, at least commit to the beginning of the year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, treat it like the 4-5, 4-3, right? Commit to that, then at least you come and then get it closer and closer. Yeah, man.
It needs to become a daily thing that every single morning you make a practice time of being and loving the self.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If I don't be in love, if I just get up and start doing, that's not being, that's not loving me.
Yep. It's fast. Yep.
I got to be still. I got to be with my breath, with the consciousness. I got to be present in the moment. That's where the spirit resides. Spirit is emotion and will. Feminine, emotion, masculine, will. Spirit. Our emotions and our will. And we need to sit in our emotions and our will, which reside in the present. The present is divided by moments, divided by moments. The moments are divided by breaths. Each breath is a moment where we can do it unconsciously or we can do it consciously. And we can interact with our moment consciously or unconsciously. Love is giving and receiving in each moment. And each moment is separated by a breath. And that's why I'm calling Jake Breathe, because this guy is the master of the breath. This is what he teaches Jake.
Don't put that much on me, homie.
This is the breath master right here. Jake Breathe. Talk a little bit about what you do, man. Tell me what you do. Tell my friends, my followers, what you do. Introduce yourself and what you do for people.
Many different things. I came into this path not believing in energy, thinking that chakras were made up. I signed up for my first breath class, and within 15 minutes, my arms are vibrating, my hands are locked in T-Rex position, and I was an instant believer, man. It completely flipped the way that I view, the way that I interact with the world. Fast forward through about 1.5 years of personal practice, I ended up getting certified in body ascension breathing. And currently what I do is I lead people back to themselves. As best as I can, I find that the breath is such an intimate connection to yourself that when you get to these states, you can, it's almost like letting down the walls that we've built up. It's not so much bringing stuff in. It's almost like you say with the unfooding, letting it out, letting it go so the true self can come in. So through that, man, you get crazy like connections to like past loved ones, to yourself, to your highest self, out of body experiences. The chemical DMT is released through the lungs. So you get like hallucinogenic experiences as well.
This physiological scientific change within the body from doing this type of work. And Jake, it doesn't mean we have to be perfect. It's a little easier to do it for someone else than it is for ourselves, isn't it?
100%, man. Like take yourself out of the picture and then give yourself advice that way.
Right.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, man. I lead energetic power circles, breath activations, didgeridoo, crystal bowls, vibration,
sound therapy, energetic healing.
Yes. Let it
even touch, even physical touch, meditation, guided meditation, deep healing, energetic healing. I love what you do, man. I love the experience myself. I would recommend anyone to do it. And that's why I wanted to reach out to you today to talk about collaborating with you. I have a vision. I would love to see if we can make it a reality.
Beautiful.
I love the Scandinavian spa in Collingwood, Blue Mountain. Have you ever been there?
Never been.
Love this place, man. My favorite place in Ontario, I think.
Really? Okay, sweet.
Love it. I love it.
And that's the hot and cold.
It's hot and cold.
Okay.
You love the cold bath, the ice bath.
Yeah,
so
man.
You're going to be at home there. You're going to be at home there.
Totally.
Right? So what my hope is to collaborate with you and do some teaching with people, provide them with proper food and nutrition, accountability and support for a weekend, give them knowledge and information, and combine that with guided meditation and breath work and sound therapy, which is what you do. So if you could be leading a guided meditation, a sound therapy treatment on a Friday night, on a Saturday night, on a Sunday, and I'll support that with teaching and guidance and coaching as well too.
100%.
And we rent a spot up in Collingwood, and we rent out 4 to 6 people to join us.
Small, intimate group where everyone
the people that want to make a change and plan 2020.
Yes.
Great for us to plan 2020 for ourselves. Great for us to bring our energies together collectively to do it as a group.
Mm-hmm.
Great to have a leader, a meditation instructor, sound therapist, energetic healer there with us. And we can add movement, yoga, and exercise, and a trip over to the spa to make it even more therapeutic and more healing, and just really get some stuff down on paper that we want to see come into reality in 2020.
Yeah, man. More healthy beings, more healthy minds, more empowered people ready to take action in this world. However that is to you. Like, I'm not a magical healer. I just teach you how to breathe, and then you're the magician. You let that stuff come
Your
up.
body, your energy, the love and light that's within you will heal you in your life. But you got to get yourself to that energy daily. And if you learn how to do it by getting around some professionals and getting some coaching and getting some guidance, then that's helpful in the journey of bringing it into more of your daily practice.
Totally, man. Totally.
And healing for both of us.
It's having a GPS with your car. Like, if you want to go to LA, I'm sure you can hop in right now and you'll find your way there. Or do you want to have a GPS that's going to show you exactly which way to go, how to take you there? It's kind of what it comes down to.
Coaching, buddy. That's coaching.
Yeah, man.
Leadership, right? Yeah, man. You like the sound?
Dude, I am looking forward to it. I cannot wait. Come breathe with us. Come get cold with us. Let's do this.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Okay. So I'm just going to then, we've just sketched it out, right? I'm going to look at the dates. I'm going to look at like acquiring a spot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to book the spot, and then we'll try and sell tickets.
Down, man. 100% down.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Awesome, bro. Awesome.
Beautiful.
Super exciting. Super way to kick off the new year. And it's only 4 or 5 weeks away.
Ooh, here we go.
Yeah. 4 to 5 weeks away. So I'm going to get a date 4 to 5 weeks away, and I'm going to have it up and promote it very, very soon. I just wanted to talk with you first, and I wanted to create a video so that we could kind of sketch out what we're thinking, what we're doing, so that I could use it as information about what's happening, and so I could introduce you to the group.
Cool, man. Cool. Looking forward to it, bro. It's going to be sick.
All right, bro. All right, man. Okay, so I'm going to pull it all together, and I will send you some more details real soon.
Beautiful. Looking forward to it, John. Thanks for the call.
Awesome, bro. Talk soon.
All right, buddy. Peace.